Hi everybody. Today what I want to show you is I want to introduce you to a Google extension called Google Read and Write. And this is a really great extension because what it does is it reads to you text that's on a screen. So all students in the district have a free version of this extension that you can add onto your Chrome browser. So the way that you would do this is you would type into Google Read Write, and likely the first one to come up for you is going to be your extension. So Read and Write for Google Chrome, you're going to click on that and you'll see the extension. It's this little purple puzzle piece. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click install. I already have it installed on my paper, on my Chrome, so I don't need to do it, but you'll see that there's a button there that says to install. Once you've installed it, then if you go to your top right-hand corner, you'll see a little gray puzzle piece. If you click on that gray puzzle piece, your Read and Write for Google Chrome should be listed here. You'll notice that I have some other Chrome extensions that I use regularly. I use Screencastify to make these videos. I use Nearpod frequently and Bitmoji. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pin this extension. So notice when it's not pinned, when my little thumbtack here is gray and not blue, it's not up here in my toolbar, but when I click it, it ends up in my toolbar. And now it's going to stay in my toolbar for easy access. So once you install it, you have to again go to this gray puzzle piece and you have to click on the pin in order to make it so that it's going to stay at the top of your screen. And now every time that you want to use it, you click on it, maybe. There it goes. So you click on it in order for it to open, and it's going to open this toolbar here. Now, I have an extended version of this, and so yours is not going to have quite as many features. It's only going to have this play button, this pause button, and this stop button. But those features are going to give you everything, a lot of things that are very useful. So what you do is you highlight what you wanted to read or where you wanted to start reading. And I have just an example of a Google form pulled up here that I use in one of my classes that I'm using as an example. And once I highlight it, I then press play.
Photosynthesis learning check. Your email address, sarah_wexler@whps.org, will be recorded when you submit this form, not you. Switch account.
So then if I click stop, it'll stop reading, obviously. But notice as I did that you were able to hear what was typed out on the form. Again, I'll show you another example. So now we're on to question number 1. So I'm going to press play.
1. What are the reactants, raw materials, of photosynthesis? Check all that apply. 3 points. Water, carbon dioxide, oxygen.
If I press pause, it will stop it for a moment, but then I press pause again.
Glucose.
And it restarts. And then when I'm done, I want to press stop because otherwise it will continue reading. If I look at another example here, I'll show you a Google Doc. I'm going to, again, start by highlighting what I wanted to read.
Monday, January 11, 2021. 7th grade science, Mrs. Wexler.
So this extension is really cool because it gives you a chance to listen to text instead of having to read it. And so if you encounter an assignment or an article, you can use this on a web page as well. That is a little bit above your reading level, you can listen to it and it might be easier for you to process. I even find that sometimes if it's an article, it's not necessarily above my reading level, but I just would rather listen to the audio versus reading it. This is a great option. So again, all West Hartford students have access to this, and you just have to download the extension as I showed you at the beginning, and then make sure that it's pinned up in your toolbar. I will say that from experience, sometimes it doesn't open right away. And I'm not really, it's a little bit it's a little bit delicate that it's not always going to open right away. But what I find is if I click into a couple of different tabs, and sometimes if I close my whole Chrome tab and then open it again, I'm usually able to get it to open. So don't get discouraged if it doesn't work right at the beginning. Try clicking it a few times and it might pop up. Also, make sure again that it's pinned, and that will help you to make sure it's there. The other thing you should do is if you go to Manage Extension, make sure that it is enabled. So it should, so on mine, it's automatically enabled again because I have that larger version of it, but make sure that it's enabled. See how you can turn things off and on? Make sure that it's enabled in order for it to open up on your screen. So again, this is just a quick tutorial to show you this cool extension that you have access to. I would highly recommend using it whether you're in class, whether you're at home doing work, whatever it is. Hope you find this helpful.